It's a program based on the belief that the arts are a fundamental part of education. It's a regional partnership that brings all kinds of people together to integrate arts into the basic school curriculum. It's a nationally recognized model for collaborative arts and education programs at the community level. And it's the spearhead of an ongoing effort to make the arts a vital part of learning in the metropolitan Richmond area. It's Partners in the Arts. In 1992, the Arts Council of Richmond implemented a study and evaluation of the status of arts in education in metropolitan Richmond. The Arts Council then coordinated a 9-month planning process that culminated in the publication of an Arts in Education plan.
The goal of the plan was to get the arts integral to the curriculum in all the schools in Richmond and all the surrounding counties. Quite a big task, but we had to start someplace.
The plan was developed by a large team of administrators and classroom teachers and central administrators, building administrators, classroom teachers from the public and private schools in the Richmond metro area, Richmond City, Chesterfield, Henrico, Hanover, Goochland, Powhatan, and then the assorted independent schools. It also involved members of our arts organizations, staffs, and individual artists.
Partners in the Arts is an important part of the implementation of the Arts in Education plan. It began as a 3-year pilot program funded by the National Endowment for the Arts, other foundations, corporations, school systems, and individuals. It's a first-of-its-kind partnership between artists, arts organizations, and area schools that seeks to move arts in education beyond exposure and appreciation to occupy a central place in the basic curriculum.
What we have found in research about the way children and students learn is that they need different ways of perceiving information. The whole goal of Partners in the Arts is to engage the arts to teach the regular curriculum, to get teachers to understand that the arts provide a very different way for children to learn about information and knowledge.
Partners in the Arts provides a structure in which artists and arts organizations can tailor their programs directly to the curriculum. It does this principally by awarding and administering grants for new and innovative projects developed by educators and artists. Projects that use the visual, literary, and performing arts to help young people, for example, to improve their reading and writing skills, to study other countries' histories and cultures, to investigate flight and flying machines, or even to explore the psychology of human behavior. This group of students at Robius Elementary School explored how fossils are formed by making their own fossils out of objects taken from their everyday lives. Then they created a permanent mural out of them. Art teacher Lynn Farrell and ceramic artist Barbara Mann collaborated on the project.
We were able to weave together the social studies, the science curriculum, and the art curriculum. So what happened was we were able to use the arts to make like their learning of all this data and information and scientific information and facts in social studies. We were able to like make it fun. They could get really excited about, learning about fossils and how they were formed. And they could really examine for themselves, what am I leaving behind?
For a full year, 10th graders at collegiate school studied the influences of music and theater on American culture.
Well, basically what I did at collegiate was something that I've been doing for a number of years in schools in general, and that is using the music as a vehicle to study history. In this way, we approach African American music starting with its roots in Africa. We study how the Africans approached music. Then we look at the slave trade and the period of antebellum South where the Africans were brought here and Americanized. But one of the things they were able to retain was their use of music as a social force, as a way of communication, as an economic resource later in history. art always has a relationship to society. And we used African American music as a way to demonstrate that.
Writer Ben Cleary and painter James McElhinney teamed up with students from Lee Davis High School and Stonewall Jackson Middle School to integrate Civil War history, creative writing, English, and painting. They visited Cold Harbor Battlefield with sketch pads and writing tablets to reflect and react to the issues and events of the Civil War. Students from Pearson's Corner Elementary explored the collage technique as a process for composing art, music, prose, poetry, and drama. They read and studied books by well-known author-illustrators who use collage, then created their own books. They created sound collages based on scenes from the stories, and they created a theatrical production. In collaboration with the University of Richmond School of Continuing Studies, Partners in the Arts presents a week-long graduate course for teachers as an annual summer institute. Participants observe creative methods, explore new pedagogical techniques, visit galleries and studios, write lesson plans, teach practice units, and explore their own aesthetic. They receive graduate credit towards the Master of Liberal Arts. For many participants, this immersion in the artistic process has revitalized their approach and commitment to teaching.
I think many of us are coming in tune with things that maybe have been hidden within ourselves, that we're now finding that maybe we do have more to give our students than we thought we did. So that's been a very, very rewarding week for me. I think I'm a different person because of it, and I hope I'll be a better teacher.
It's a very powerful way to learn, to partner yourself with another educator from a very different background and to work with scholars and with practicing artists in the development of curriculum, in the exchange of information, in the exchange of ideas. And all trends today in higher education are towards interdisciplinary learning, interdisciplinary thinking, and interdisciplinary teaching. And so I think what teachers come away with is a deep appreciation of the value of collaboration on the one hand and the value of interdisciplinary work on the other.
The Teacher Education Committee of Partners in the Arts collaborates with Virginia Commonwealth University in presenting graduate credit courses under the guidance of unique multidisciplinary faculty teams. These fully enrolled courses have included video, a tool for integrating the arts into the curriculum, and the computer, technology, and art form. Drawing faculty from disciplines as diverse as biology, sculpture, dance, and medicine, these courses have concentrated on both actual skills development with new technologies and then the translation of these new competencies into instructional methods. Aside from basic supply costs, the cost to participants is scholarship through Partners in the Arts, and they receive graduate credit. The impact of Partners in the Arts in its first 3 years of existence has been extraordinary. It's become a nationally recognized model for similar community-based programs, and the proof of its worth can be affirmed by those who have directly participated.
The many resources and activities that Partners in the Arts have provided for teachers have helped to, I guess, ease some of the fear that many of them have had in terms of using the arts in their curriculum. And we see a lot of evidence of teachers' willingness to now take the arts into the other disciplines and use them to help students learn.
We feel at Pemberton that we had an absolutely exceptional experience with the project. It served as a platform for us to do a variety of things. The project was a month-long study of early American history, where we had a chance to integrate into our regular curriculum a comprehensive arts approach to teaching and learning. We brought in creative writing, music, theater, storytelling, the visual arts. We had biographical studies of Thomas Jefferson. We had opportunities to hear about the slave experience, which we wouldn't have otherwise had. It really gave us a chance to examine period politics much better than we could have otherwise experienced. The exciting part about it was that I think it changed the way children learn. Instead of reading and writing American history, they had a chance to experience it firsthand. It really allowed us to extend the curriculum.
It's a win-win situation for us because everyone who takes part, the students benefit, teachers benefit, they increase their own understanding and their own skills, whole school buildings benefit, and I can't help but think that when schools benefit, communities benefit.
The value of programs like Partners in the Arts is directly related to the value of the arts in education. That value extends beyond the school doors, into our daily lives, into our work, our culture, and our spiritual well-being.
Young people can see through the empathy and appreciation of a teacher a love and enthusiasm for the arts that goes well beyond the classroom. It goes beyond school. It's lifelong.
I think we all enjoy creating something. We all have something inside of us that needs to be expressed in nonverbal ways. Art is a very productive way to express that creative energy that we have.
I think every philosopher, every leader would say that we are nothing unless we have the arts as a part of our lives.
Partners in the Arts is now entering the second phase of a 10-year commitment to fully implement the Arts in Education plan. It has firmly secured the financial recommitment of all partner school systems. It is seeking continuing corporate, foundation, and individual support, and begins phase 2 with the energy of a significant grant of $50,000 per year for the next 3 years from Philip Morris USA. Its mission is ongoing. Its mandate is obvious. Its vision is clear. How can you join in this important effort to create learning communities within our schools where the arts are of primary importance in the daily lives of our children? Help us ensure that the arts become firmly established in the metro area's educational systems as a speaker, a planner, an artist, a funder, a teacher, a parent, a student, a volunteer, a partner. It's work in which you can take extraordinary pride. Contact Partners in the Arts today. Partners in the Arts is a program of the Arts Council of Richmond.